Welcome, racing fans, to Motorsports Radio MR1 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series racing on Sunday elimination race. And now for the Motorsports Radio Breakdown. It was the Can-Am 500 from Phoenix, 312 laps, but we went to 324. 8 drivers went in and 4 drivers came out. Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Joe Logano, Matt Kenseth above the cut line, Kyle Busch, anyway, we're going to get right into it. Now, the pole sitter on Sunday, I should say, who also stole the show, didn't win the race, but it was Alex Bowman who was driving the 88, led the most laps yesterday out in Phoenix. Kyle Larson starts in second, Chase Elliott third, Joey Logano fourth, Denny Hamlin in fifth. The race to determine who will be in the championship four. Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards already had advanced with wins. Green flag in the air at 2:48 p.m. Eastern Time with the 8, 88, 42, 24, 22, and the 11 in the top 5 starting positions. And they are off. And the 42 goes off course, gets super loose. A very close call, 42. Kyle Larson contact with the 22 starts spinning as the rest of the field flies by. No damage. This would be the first caution. Caution 1. Lap 1. Close call for Logano's 22 as well. Trevor Baynes, number 6, also goes spinning to avoid catastrophe. Restart at lap 5. The contact between Alex Bowman, 88, and 22 off this restart. Kevin Harvick rockets up to third, the 88, 22, and the 4 in the top 3 to 22. However, he was having some tire issues early on. The 22 chasing that 88, now completing the first 10 laps. A chaser chasing a non-chaser. Right rear quarter panel damage, it looked like, on the 22. Could have been suffering a tire rub. Meanwhile, Alex Bowman with an 8-10 lead on Logano, a .87 lap 15. Top 5, lap 25, Alex Bowman, Joe Logano, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, and Denny Hamlin. However, Denny Hamlin battling Harvick for 4th. Bowman at lap 30 had a 1.4 second lead at 88, 22, 24 in the top 3. A desert showdown. And who was going to the championship for and who was not? A 312 lapper, but as we get into lap 55, as Logano still trying to get in front of the double 8, the 24 gets in front of the 22, so Chase, the rookie Elliott, gets by Logano to take second. Logano down to third, and now we got the 24 chasing the 88. Easier said than done, as Alex Bowman had a 2-second lead. And then at lap 70, Jimmy Johnson works his way up to third. Logano down to fourth. Top 5, lap 75. Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, Jimmy Johnson, Joe Logano, Denny Hamlin. 75 laps gone by, and all 75 laps have been led by Alex Bowman. Lap 81 comes around, and this would be the first and only round of green flag pit stops. And then we get question number 2. During this round of green flag pit stops, again for the 42 car, Kyle Larson, lap 82, and the 31, Ryan Newman, both spinning at the entrance of pit road. No contact. Bowman did hit the commitment cone. NASCAR decided to keep pit road closed until the proper scoring was established. 2 drivers were pitting before the caution came out. Restart at lap 91. Top 3. Now, Ryan Newman did penalize him for a commitment line violation. Also, the 78 was held back 1 lap for passing the pace car. Restart lap 91. Top 3 into this restart. Bowman, Logano, Jimmy Johnson. Logano moves back up to second after a race off pit road. Jimmy Johnson was running second prior to the caution. 88, 22, 48, top 3. And it's back to business. And now the 22 once again chasing the 88. And then at lap 94 gets by. And now Logano, Joe Logano, the new leader, the first lead change of the race. Top 5, lap 95. Joe Logano, Alex Bowman, Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, and Jimmy Johnson. 22, double 8, and the 20 in the top 3. The field has been shuffled. Intensity, immensity. Lap 112 completes the first 100. 2 laps later, Jimmy Johnson back in third, 22.88 in the 48, but Alex Bowman, the 88, chasing the 22 now, and they're side-by-side battle for the lead until Jimmy Johnson passes Alex Bowman to take second, and then goes and passes Joey Logano to take the lead. So now top 3, 48, 88, and the 22. Logano down to third. Jimmy Johnson, a 4-time winner at Phoenix. Top 5, lap 125. Jimmy Johnson, Alex Bowman, Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth, Bart Keselowski. Jimmy Johnson at lap 130 with a 1-second lead. Then lap 131, question number 3. After a 41-lap green flag run, this would be for debris on the front stretch. Penalty for Jimmy Johnson, loses the lead. Joe Logano retakes the lead after a race off pit road. Jimmy Johnson passing they crossed the line into the pit road before the pace car or something like, and that's why Truex Jr. did the same thing, but Jimmy Johnson did get penalized for that, and he would drop down to 20th place from the lead, down to 20th, restart lap 140. Jimmy Johnson passed the pace car. Before passing the commitment line, which is at the edges of pit road. Now we got a 22.88 and the 2 top 3 now. Logano, Bowman, Keselowski, top 5, lap 145. Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, Bart Keselowski, Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin. As the Sundance Showdown continues in AZ, the 88 after that 22 and at lap 157 gets past the 22. Alex Bowman retaking the lead at the race halfway mark. Bowman, Logano, Keselowski top 3 as we embark on the latter half of this Sunday showdown. Lap 164, Matt Kenseth up the third, Keselowski down to fourth. But then Kenseth takes second from Logano. And could Kenseth make his way to victory lane? That was the question at this time. However, if you saw this race, it did not turn out that way. Top 5, lap 175. Alex Bowman, Matt Kenseth, Joey Logano, Bart Keselowski, Denny Hamlin. Bowman with a 3-second lead on Matt Kenseth, a 3.012 at lap 180. And where did this 88 come from was my question here. Top 5, lap 195. Alex Bowman, Matt Kenseth, Joey Logano. Casey Kane up in 4th, 5th, Keselowski. But hold on, because Casey Kane then climbs up to 3rd, Logano down to 4th. But then teammate Bart Keselowski passes Joey Logano to take 4th. Logano then drops down to 5th. Bowman still maintaining his position as race leader. Dale Jr. tweeted that Alex Bowman was, quote, phenomenal. And then he also tweeted that he was, quote, nervous. That was Dale Jr., the big guy that's supposed to be in the 88, but who saw this coming? And then we got another yellow flag. This one, 4th caution, lap 110, again for debris. Now Casey Kane winds up climbing up to 2nd after the race off pit road. They get back to green. Bowman, Kane, Kenseth top 3, 885 in the 20. Restart lap 218 inside of the last 100. But then question number 5, lap 218. Okay, and this would be for Austin Dillon's number 3. 3-car spins at turn 1. 3 contact from I don't know, but Jimmy Johnson, Greg Biffle, they were involved, and I don't know who the 3-car made contact with. I tried to get it, but Jimmy Johnson, Greg Biffle also had some major damage to the 48 car. Austin Dillon's number 3 Chevy having engine issues on the restart, a slow acceleration, and this was a bit of a long yellow, but we get back to green at lap 229. Bowman, Logano, and Kane in the top 3, and Alex Bowman still in the lead as we get inside the closing laps. Top 5, lap 235. Hold on. Alex Bowman, Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth, Kyle Busch. He gets up into 4th. Denny Hamlin in 5th with 75 to go. The 18 car could mix things up, but the number 20 find that 22 for 2nd place, Kenseth and Logano. And if you remember, there's some drama from last year, but only one JGR Toyota had a spot in the championship before, and that was Carl Edwards, number 19, going into Phoenix. Kyle Busch is 18, just above the cut line. Kenseth and Hamlin below the cut line. Matt Kenseth up to 2nd. So, their points change as the race goes on, so they're up in points, and all of a sudden they get dropped down in points, so that's how they get above and below the cut line. Kenseth up to 2nd, though, lap 245, and then we get a battle for 3rd between Kyle Busch and Joe Logano. some nitty-gritty right here, but as Kyle Busch tries to get by Joey Logano, Chase Elliott gets by and passes Kyle Busch. And then we get a side-by-side battle between Chase Elliott and Joey Logano, 24 in the double two, and then Truex Jr. slams into the outside wall, lap 255, and this would bring out the sixth caution. Truex Jr. 78 just got loose and into the wall. Now Denny Hamlin's 11 team working on some pit road strategy here by not pitting. Hamlin, the new leader, going into this restart, Hamlin was in a must-win situation. Denny Hamlin, a Motorsports Radio Championship 4 probable. And out of the Championship 4 probables, we got one guy, and that's Kyle Busch. But Matt Kenseth gets by to take the lead. Hamlin down to third, Kurt Busch in second. Then Hamlin, we got some hardcore nitty-gritty, but we have a 20, 11, 41 top three inside the final 50, and the debris brings out more debris. Debris brings out caution number 7. Restart lap 269, top 5 lap 275. Matt Kenseth in the lead, Joey Logano, Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and this is all starting to lead into some crazy event that we saw at the end of this race. Matt Kenseth in front with a just about a 1.5 second lead. Okay, on Joey Logano, it was like a 1.446 at lap 280, and then it was a 1.649 at lap 281. But now we got Kyle Busch up in third, and the 18 could pose a threat. And who saw this coming? Then we get to lap 292, and that would be the start of the last 20. The 18 and 88 make some contact on the dog leg, but in a fight for third between Kyle Busch and Alex Bowman. Now, Bowman, however, does get by to take third. Kyle Busch down to fourth. So now we got 15 to go, and the leaders are now getting into some lap traffic. Now that 88 takes second. Logano's 22 down to third. Kyle Busch, Joe Logano tied in points with 12 to go at this point, but Kyle Busch passes Logano and moves back to third. And behind the 22 now is Kevin Harvick in the number 4, who also poses a threat. Some nitty-gritty for sure, and a threat he was, because now a side-by-side fight for fourth between the 22 and the 4. Harvick closing in, harassing the double 2. At lap 307, we get to the final 5. Final 5, top 5, Matt Kenseth, Alex Bowman, Kyle Busch, Joe Logano, and Kevin Harvick. Intensity. And then we get to lap 311, the final lap. But there's no white flag out there. We had a yellow flag out there instead. Michael McDowell's 95 into the outside wall. And this would bring out caution number 8. And an overtime green-white checkered. We actually had 2, and this is what led up to Matt Kenseth getting knocked out of the chase. Green-white checkered attempt number 3 at lap 317, which was no good. The 20, Matt Kenseth's number 20, gets contacted in a major wreck of Kenseth's number 20 car. And oh my goodness, contact from the 88, Alex Bowman, and here's what happened. The 20 getting on the inside, coming around turn 1, but the 88 was on the 20's inside, and then the contact spin, smoke, and smack into the outside wall. This would be caution number 9. And in the midst of all this, Joe Logano's 22 back in front. Second green-white checkered attempt, lap 323, and this one was good. Top 3, Joe Logano, Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson. Joe Logano, fast break. Logano and the field cross the OT line. Logano crossing the finish line. And Joe Logano, winner of the Can-Am 500 at 324 laps. And a post-race burnout rating of an A+. That was a good one. Top 5 finishes. Joey Logano for the win. Kyle Busch comes in second. Kyle Larson comes in third. Kevin Harvick 4th. Kurt Busch in 5th. The 22, 18, 42, 4, and the 41. Most laps led the pole sitter, Alex Bowman, who finished 6th. He led 194 laps. Alex Bowman trying to get a call up to Sprint Cup Series on a permanent basis. Denny Hamlin finishes in 7th. And this, my friends, was a good race. Motorsports Radio race info, 5 leaders, 8 lead changes, top speed 135.557 miles per hour, fastest lap 26.557 seconds, 9 cautions, 33 yellow flag laps, race time 3 hours, 12 minutes, and 17 seconds. And the championship 4, now I don't got in this in the exact order, okay, we'll go over that on Thursday, but the championship 4, we have Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Joe Logano, and Kyle Busch. The 4 that got cut, Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, Kevin Harvick, and Kurt Busch. And out of the Motorsports Radio's Championship 4 probables, we got one. Kyle Busch. Our list here was Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, and Truex Jr. But now things get even more crazy because now we got my guy in there, the 22 car in the Championship 4, so that changes everything. And then you got Jimmy Johnson trying to make his way to get his 7th Sprint Cup Series win. And could we be calling him 7-time? We'll find out on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. One more race to go. The final NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race of 2016 next Sunday from Homestead.